Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Mario. Welcome back to another building video here on the channel. So today we are going to be building this really beautiful suburban house here, and it's probably not what it seems, and you guys can probably guess by the title, and you'll see some funky things later, but I don't want to spoil too much. I hope you guys did have a really awesome Thanksgiving weekend for those of you here in America. I know this is a little bit late. It took a long time for this video to get out. I recorded it a little bit ago, but I really did enjoy making this. It took a long time to build, edit, and get ready for you guys to see. So I'd appreciate if you guys leave some support. Right now it's pretty hard editing these kinds of things like on the weekdays after school and whatnot, because replay mod is just a pain to edit, I'm gonna be honest, but the end result is worth it in my opinion. So I really do hope you guys enjoy these as much as I do. I did pick up a brand new pair of wireless headphones for recording and gaming, so that's really awesome, as well as an Untitled Capture card. So hopefully the quality of these videos goes up and they're better for you guys. So I'm gonna stop talking now, get into the build, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So getting straight into the build here, I decided to lay down the foundations as always. So again, the whole basis of this build was to build a really unique shape and not always be making rectangles no matter what style I'm building in. So I just decided to go with a really crazy shape, laying down all sorts of like little squares and rectangles. And as you can see, I stuck out the entrance one block just to make it a little more appealing and interesting. Decided to just go ahead, lay down, decide a little style here. So I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do with this, but I knew I wanted to make some sort of suburban style, some nice colors. So I added a garage here. And coming around, I'm just filling in, laying some stuff out. So this wall here, I wanted plenty of windows for this house, natural light and whatnot. So I decided to go with two 1x2 windows on each of these two sections of the walls here. And I started detailing right away so I could kind of get a style of what I wanted to do. So I went with a stone brick overhang with stairs, some trapdoors as shutters, and some windowsills. Coming along to this side of the house, this was actually part of the garage, and it didn't need windows, but you know, I decided to add one, but I wanted to change it up, so I went with an even number 2x2 windows. So it came off a little bit strange, but did add some nice variation. Now coming over here, I filled in all the walls with green clay once again. And this house, as you can see, it's got a ton of the same window design and the stone brick roof peak, and that kind of just adds a really nice pattern and design. And as you can see, I already worked out a little spot for the staircase, a little bit narrower and tighter, but that's fine. So now we are starting on the chimney and fireplace area. So this is the only part of the house that is made of brick, but a lot of the suburban houses in my neighborhood do have brick chimneys, so why not? I added a nice design for the little fireplace. It is smaller, of course, just a 1x1 space. So for this living room area, I wanted something a little different, a little special. So I decided to go for a bay window instead of the usual like windows with the overhang and shutters. So over here I just added a little curve outwards from the house with some full white glass blocks, and it does look a little bit strange right now, but adding some more details does really make it fit in. So coming over to the roof here, the roofs are pretty much made of dark oak slabs with the stone brick roof peaks at most of the intersections here. And as you can see, no cobblestone or anything because it's completely modern. But coming back over here, I'm pretty much replacing the green clay at the bottom of these windows with some quartz pillars, adding in some more stone brick just to highlight the window. And it's looking a lot better, more like suburban already. So this corner, you may be wondering, what in the world is he doing? What is this pile of like iron garbage? And it's actually sort of like one of those electrical heater units you see on the side of the house. I'll explain more later in the video, but yeah, coming back to the front, we're continuing with the roof peaks, finishing up the roofs, adding more structure to the build and all that. So the garage, I'm sort of pushing back the roof, adding in some like variations. So I am beginning to do a little bit of work on the framework of the second floor, and of course extending those dark oak slabs over to connect everything once the framework is complete and in place. But yeah, as you can see, the house is actually coming together really nicely now. I'm going around to all the sides, adding in more roof peaks, And was kind of the most difficult part for me, just getting everything together for the second floor, the whole roofing situation. But doing some of the more framework, we came around back to the side, the right side here, filled in some of the walls, and I actually decided to take down part of this for a little balcony just to add some more uniqueness, some more form into the house. So this is sort of a little balcony on the second floor that you could walk onto and just look around. So yeah, I added in like a little flooring for the second floor with spruce slabs here, and then I added just some walls, made it closed off but still accessible through a door here. But yeah, this part was really fun for me, because designing little things like this is most enjoyable, like the little details, like all this I'm changing around. Yeah, it was super fun. Added a guardrail, some windows right there. So here we go into the back wall of the master bedroom, and once again I split the wall into two sections with the log here, and added two 1x2 windows again with the green clay. Added the same window detailing, pretty much everything else in the build, except I used slabs this time. Raised them up a little bit. We got the shutters once again. His stairs would look a little too bulky for just two separate windows there. So coming back around to the front side of the house, I kind of just flew around, looked at what I had so far, and finished off the little finer details that needed tweaking. I edited the garage a little bit and fixed up that roof peak. But yeah, finishing the flooring in here, added in some more walls for the smaller bedroom, and on the inside here I just added the walls, some mixture of oak wood and green clay there to add some variation, and decided to work on this little side wall connecting the smaller bedroom to the balcony. Added a window once again. Of course, we added some detailing. And that smaller window on the side I decided not to detail just because there wasn't much space there. And yeah, so it's a little bit cramped, as you can see, with the whole stone brick overhang. But I'm just adding some more windows in for the smaller bedroom. As you can see, even though there's so much of the same pattern with the windows being used over and over again, it still ends up looking good just because there's so much uniqueness in the shape. Really just adds enough variation. And then this side of the house I like the best, obviously. It looks nice, you know. We got the garage, these two roof peaks like parallel to each other. But just decided to bring the chimney up a little bit, tweak some things and whatnot, add some last walls that are just in need of being added in there. And the last part of this build really was to add finishing details on the inside, like walls and stuff, and the roof. So coming inside the master bedroom, just split it off from the rest of the main hallway with a small wall there and a door. I did a little bit of a bed design during that time, but most of the interior design was done off camera here. So panning back out, one more window of course for the road. We have I decided to get rid of that smaller window just so I could get a huge 2x3 window there for the master bedroom, which ended up looking nicer because I could detail it. So of course the last thing we really needed to do to finish this build was add the roof. So of course this big complicated roof with all these like weird shapes. Really the house just looks like two big rectangles combined from the aerial view, but it's really cool on the sides with all these small squares and rectangles. So more roof peaks of course with the stone brick, the dark oak slabs you guys know. So we have this one roof peak on the side here, and then this bigger one at the front, and what I ended up doing was just sort of making an L shape, and then from there I had to combine that with the rest of the house, which was the master bedroom, which was a little more difficult than I expected. But you pretty much got these like steeper roof peaks, but then the really slopey, like not steep, my mind's blanking with the slabs here, but yeah, it ended up looking nice though, in my opinion. It added so much like uniqueness with the roof that I've never really done with any other style of build. But we got another roof peak there, parallel to the one in the front. And then here, the master bedroom, I got really bored, made it flat. Of course, that looks disgusting. I realized that, and I was like, how can I fix this? Another roof peak. Your boy knows it. So we just got a huge one there, and then as you can see, I'm just slowly getting rid of that flat part and building it up from there. So this part was pretty tricky, connecting everything, this L shape. So the L kind of branches out to the left and the right here, so kind of ended up making like a really weird, well, you really can't describe this build using a one shape word, and that's kind of what I learned. Shape really matters when building. So guys, this is our finished product here. I did make some last minute changes that you didn't see on the replay, but I did do the interior designing off camera, as it just would look super awkward if I did it with the replay mod going in and out of the walls. And I learned from experience, you know, the medieval series, it's hard to see the interior getting done with the replay mod. But I did make a few changes. As you can see, we have quartz now instead because we have a bathroom up here. But I did try to make the interior as realistic as possible. As you can see, there's a driveway, a path going up, a mailbox. You guys all saw this in the intro. But heading inside, we have a really small like mud room. It's nice and cozy, like a little foyer. We have shoe racks, hat racks, a little armor stand here. I might have went a little overboard, but you know, it's cool. Some things are kind of practical, some are not. I'm just gonna let you guys know. But coming inside, you have this huge open like living space. Living room areas is kind of like the central place where people just spend their time. And then coming to the right here, we have a really tight like kitchen area. And I know I could have made a larger dining room with all this open space, whoops, but I decided not to, just because I just wanted like this big open space with like all the entertainment. That was kind of the goal for this house. And we just have a really small eat-in kitchen here. So yeah, I know the house looks really spacious and like sort of rich from the outside, but it's really not that big on the inside. But we have sort of these modern designed tables with the end rods here, some dark oak furniture. We got like fridge, some shelves, and this is actually a really cool like stove design with the fans here, the iron trap doors. But yeah, I did want to use player heads to decorate this, but I kind of needed to rush to get this video out since, you know, I wanted this out earlier. But yeah, player heads were being a little funky. You have this really nice sort of modern coffee table here, this L-shaped couch, and then of course the bay window here. This is really special to me because I've tried to like make bay windows in the past that haven't looked too great, but I think this one turned out really well. It gave me a chance to add some more quartz into the build as well, to match it with the white of the garage. But I think it came out really well. Bay windows, it kind of just cuts up like the general pattern of the house, makes it look so much more interesting. And I know the shaders make the glass look really gross, but it is a beautiful view outside. You can't tell from the windows, but it's super awesome. I like it. And of course we have the fireplace here, the chimney. I didn't show the chimney done in the replay, but we can take a look. The bookshelves here, we have these like potted plants with the cauldron and leaves. You guys have probably seen this with a lot of other building YouTubers. Really common potted plant design, really good looking as well. Just added some nice touches to the build. Nice modern lamp here. As you can see, this would not be practical for survival at all. So yeah, this is just sort of a TV with the new concrete blocks. And then coming up here, we have a really sort of like narrow stairwell, because I didn't have a whole ton of space to fit like a bigger one you'd usually see in suburban houses. But this part was tricky because the roof is really low here. I had to play with it a little. But coming upstairs, we have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So there's not actually a bathroom downstairs. Of course, there wasn't enough room. But I'm gonna show you guys the master bedroom first off. Just make it a little brighter in here. Yeah, like the outside lighting makes the inside lighting so much brighter. Like, look at that. But yeah, the beds here, I did a little bit of this one on the replay, but it's sort of just wood or carpet on wood here with some snow slabs as pillows. There are definitely better looking bed designs out there, but this is like my original first try. Real nice. Part of the fireplace is here. I could have added like a little hearth thing, but I didn't want to ruin the vibe really because it wouldn't fit in that well. Got some more plants. Really simple basic master bedroom design, and these cross sections going across here actually give it like a wooden cabin vibe, which I really like. And in here is a really tight bathroom because I realized if I was going with realistic, I would pretty much have to add a bathroom. So, you know, we kind of made it above the garage here. As you can see, this garage is tiny, unrealistic, definitely, but Really, you can't see it. We're not using it like realistically as of now, so I kind of just left it small. But up here, the bathroom, not super spacious. We have a super simple shower up here, sink, really like midget toilet, but this is the best I can do, guys. Cut me some slack. Another plant, of course. And then here, this is another highlight of the build, just because it really like cut up the structure of it. Like, I realized if I just made this flat wall, we would have a rectangle, and the whole basis of this build was to not make huge rectangles. So I decided to cut out a piece of the wall here to make into a little balcony. Like, I know I could have turned this into another bedroom or a bigger bathroom even, but I think the balcony really added some nice elements to the build. And also this thing, if you guys are wondering, it's like a heater electrical unit, I think, with the fans. I've seen this in other builds, decided to add one. I think it fits in nicely, really just add some detail to this bland wall here. Coming in back inside, the windows are really nice, tons of natural lighting in this house. This would kind of be like my room in this house, because it's like a smaller kid's bedroom. There's a little office space here. Of course, if we had player heads, I could make a better computer, but this is all we really have. But yeah, just some simple books, like a twin size bed, queen size bed, and you can just really add anything for interior. This would be a nice place for a closet, but I decided to just go a little bit simpler on the interior design, and that's pretty much it for this house. I hope you guys did enjoy. Of course, there's space here if you want to continue the stairwell for a basement or something. But if you guys are interested in looking at this, I'll leave a world download with the rest of my builds as well. Those are my first few tutorial houses, some model stuff for storm builds I did, and just a lot of, I didn't build that much on this server, or this world, but it does have some of my like thoughts just spread around. So hope you guys enjoyed this house. I really had a good time making this. Let me know if you want to see more little building videos like this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.